Hey guys, welcome back to Sip. I'm Mac.
And I'm Carmen.
And today we have two really fun guests. We are so excited to talk to them. They come like 2 days a week, right? Is it 2 days a week? And they help us clean the rocks with Student Impact. So they're kind of like a huge help behind the scenes. And so they work with a really cool program that we're excited to hear a little bit more about. And so if you guys want to tell us about yourselves, go right ahead.
Hi, my name is Jan Riley Active.
Yeah? And who are you? Tell us a little bit about you.
I born in the Philippines and I flew here 2019 before the COVID starts.
This may be creepy, but I think we were on the same team in 8th grade at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you coming to school. And then we had classes together, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
And when did you graduate?
2024.
So last year, you're in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
It's all big and real and scary and exciting. So I'm excited to hear what you're doing and what you've been up to. What are some hobbies that you really enjoy and different things you like, interests?
Like picking trash, outside.
Oh, that's nice of you.
And then inside too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cleaning things up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he loves to go walk in the park and collect he's very compassionate about the earth.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What else? You got anything else you like to do?
Like walking,
Walking.
exercise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You also like to draw, don't you? I remember you drawing on the windows in school.
Mm-hmm. And then painting.
And painting? Yeah. What's your favorite thing to paint?
I like a Korean flag.
Oh, we're going to have to get into your interest with Korean culture a little bit later, okay?
Okay.
Okay, what about you? Who are you?
My name is Courtney, and I'm a job coach with Shamrock Connections, and this is my first year with Westfield programs in Westfield School District. So, yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, we'll do our question of the day, and then we have lots of questions for you guys because we think this is such a cool job and such a cool program to be part of. So let's do the question of the day, and then we'll get right into it, okay?
Okay.
So these questions are written by our own students, so they're always a little bit interesting. So we'll see what we're lucky and get today. Okay. What excuse have you recently used to get out of something?
Do you use excuses to get out of things?
No.
You're just an honest guy.
Yeah.
I wish I could say I was always honest with those things.
I like to use... I have to get home for my dog a lot because
Oh, that's
no
a good
one can really
one.
argue with that one.
True.
Yeah.
True. That's a really good one. Carmen, what about you?
My mom said no.
Well, that's a good one.
That's my go-to for everything. Sorry, my mom said I can't go.
Yeah, growing up, I'd always be like, say no when I call you.
Yeah, you prep them. You're like, see, she said no. Okay, well, let's get into this. So I want to know how both of you found out about Shamrock Connections. Actually, before we do that, what is Shamrock Connections?
It's
Do you want to tell them what it is?
it's a
A transitional
it's
program.
a transitional program.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you do with it?
Like going different places to go jobs, like to work.
Yeah? And who gets to be part of that program?
Oh, what's the question?
Who gets to be part of Shamrock Connections?
So we're a transitional program for adults with disabilities 18 to 22. So it can range from, high needs, low needs, just want to be interested in getting a job and learning
Yeah.
vocational skills for the job world. And
Yeah.
so we get to go to different businesses and partner with them and volunteer, and then our interns get to go work and learn different job skills at those places before they're done with us, and then they go get jobs in the real world.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So cool. And you guys have the perfect, well, I guess you're going to have a new location soon, but you're
Yes.
perfectly placed right by the high school.
Yes.
So that's super cool. What does a week in your life look like? So what jobs do you go to? What does your schedule in the day look like? That type of stuff.
Yeah, so we're kind of all over the place. Do you want to tell them some of the places you go throughout the week?
Oh, I go at the Grace Church here in Student Impact. And I go at MCL restaurant and then the Flaming Kuma restaurant.
Flaming Kuma?
Mhm.
That's so cool. So what do you do when you're at Grace Church? What's your job there?
Like put food items at this like a storage
Oh,
thing.
are you like in the food pantry?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. And then when you're here, you clean,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't always fun, but you guys do a good job. Do you like cleaning?
What?
Do you like to clean?
Yeah.
Yeah, really? Okay,
Mhm.
what's your favorite thing to clean?
Like outdoor, like picking trash.
What's your favorite thing here at Student Impact? What do you always like to get to first?
Oh, the like wiping the table.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Usually John's a big mopper. He always wants to be the one that gets to mop the floor at the end.
I get that. It's satisfying. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
John, what's your most favorite job you've done?
Like working on MCL and Flaming Kuma
Yeah. What do you do? What is Flaming Kuma? Do you want
is
to tell us about that?
is a Korean Asian restaurant where like they sell corn dogs and boba bubble tea. Mhm.
What's different about those corn dogs than like an American corn dog?
Like Korean corn dogs are they put different types of ingredients stuff on it, like a ramen.
Ooh.
And the tater tots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tater tots. Mhm.
My brother and my boyfriend really like that place, so you've probably served them.
Mhm.
They like to get them just loaded up with like everything. What's your job when you're there? What do you do?
Like first, like cleaning the table and sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, and then go to like put the corn dogs on it on stick.
Yeah, that's a fun job.
Yeah.
He goes and gets to like put all the hot dogs onto the sticks before they like batter them.
That's cool.
and stuff.
What's your favorite corn dog there? What toppings are on it?
Like crispy ramen.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. And then my favorite drinks was boba bubble tea.
Yeah? What is there like different flavors of that?
Yeah, there's a Oreo like boba.
Oh, okay.
Is that one your favorite?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's super cool. So what does like your day look like when they get there and then
Yeah,
going
so
forward?
we they all get bused to the high school. So we actually go get them at the high school and bring them. And then we either have a couple like places that we partner with that we send like a group. Like here, Student Impact, we send a few, and Sanders Glen, we send like a group, and Goodwill.
Cool.
And then when the weather's warm, we do Grand Park.
Oh, that's
Um,
fun.
And then we kind of throughout the year, we like get to know them and their interests and what they would like to do. And so like John has a very big interest in cooking and Korea. So we were able to find him like an internship with Flaming Kuma. And so we do find like individualized. So John is our only student who actually goes to Flaming Kuma.
Cool.
Yeah. And so we just usually start the day by like everyone like picks like kind of where they're going, or they know where they're going. And so we'll have people who go to Goodwill in the morning and people who go help at Sanders Glen with lunchtime. We have a girl who's at Urban Farmer in the afternoons.
Cool.
And so we'll work until about 12 or 12:30, and then we'll come back to our trailer and do like lunch and skills like that. And then we'll go and do like afternoon jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's so cool. How did you find out about it?
So I used to be a job coach when I lived back in Utah, and then I moved here and I was doing some like in-home care for an adult with disabilities, and ended up like needing a different job, and I met a different job coach who works for us, and so she was like, you need to come work with
Cool.
my program. And so I met the teachers, Sandy and Taylor, and I was like, I love this. And I had never been doing this like in a school program before, and so it's kind of fun. You get like more of a set schedule and like no weekends and stuff like that. So I was like, that's really cool. But then you only get to be with them for 4 years. So
True.
But yeah.
Oh well. How many job coaches do you have?
So we have 3 job coaches and 2 teachers.
Okay. And then how many interns are there right now?
We have 11 this year.
That is so
Yeah.
fun. So then, John, how did you find out about Shamrock Connections?
It was fun, like go different places.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Did you start doing it right after you got out of school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you have any friends that you knew before that do Shamrock Connections with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do?
Mm.
Well, that's fun. What's your favorite part about being part of Shamrock Connections?
Like go at the job sites.
You like doing that? You like getting out in the community and stuff?
Mhm.
Is there a big difference for you since you were in high school last year
Yeah.
and now you're at Shamrock Connections? So what was that difference like for you? Was that weird for you to start leaving the school? Or did you enjoy it more than going to school? What do you think about it?
I enjoy both, like high school to like Shamrock Connection. Mm-hmm.
Was it a hard transition? Was it hard to get used to being outside of the classroom than versus in the classroom?
Yeah. Yeah, the difference. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. For you, what do you think like the hardest part of being in that job is?
When businesses don't want to partner with us.
Yeah. How do you guys make those connections and like find businesses that want to, like, how did you find out about student impact? How do you find out about different organizations in the community?
Yeah, so usually we will go on our own, like without our interns or our students with us, and we'll go in and talk to them and be like, are you interested in having some volunteers or internships? And I like tell them a little bit about the program and like kind of suggest like things that they could do for their business or whatever. Like I've talked to like Kohl's or Party City or like different businesses like that, and then sometimes like they're super on board and we get to partner with them, and then it's like we keep going, for that. And sometimes they have like liabilities with not being paid, so they're there's different things like that, so that makes it a little bit tricky. But I'd say for the most part, like it's we're either word of mouth, like people will hear about our program and then they're like, that's so great, I want to partner with them. And so sometimes we'll get people, like it'll be like so and so knows this person at this place, and so then we'll talk to them. But I would say for the most part it's just we show up and we say, this is who we are, and are you interested, yes or no?
Yeah, that's super cool. John, I want to know what makes you so interested in like Korean culture, because I knew you in high school and you always were drawing stuff on the windows, and you would make like slideshows. Do you still do that?
Yeah.
Of like different things and like different pop artists.
Yeah.
You used to like show like those different bands and stuff like that. So when did you start becoming interested in that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then like I learned about like Korean culture, like about like K-pop music, like watching Korean K-dramas.
Ooh, okay.
And
Oh yeah,
then-
you used to always play the trailers in class.
Yeah. And then the Korean foods. And yeah.
Did you learn about Korean culture in the Philippines, or was it when you moved to the United States you started getting into Korean culture?
Oh, and I'm in Philippines. I heard like they speak Korean and
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. What was it like for you moving from the Philippines to here?
it was good.
It was good. You were you in 8th grade?
Yeah.
You were in 8th grade. So was that kind of weird for you to go from being in the Philippines to a totally different way of life here and like at the middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the hardest part of that? Do you know?
I don't know.
Did you speak English pretty fluently when you got here, or did you have to learn that?
I speak English.
You did? That's helpful, huh?
John, you said you really like K-pop. What's your favorite K-pop artist?
Like A-Pink and Blackpink.
Oh.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite K-drama you've watched?
Like Descendants of the Sun is a love story between a special forces and a nurse.
Ooh.
It's always the very dramatic stuff. Lots of stuff going on. So you guys are in, do you want to talk a little bit about where you're located right now, and then a little bit about what the plan is going forward?
Right now we are in a little trailer down the hill from the middle school. It's very glamorous.
We walk past it every day with all of our kids, and I'm always like, oh, there's our little friends in there.
I know. But they just did a groundbreaking back in October for the old, it used to be an old public library, I think, for Westfield, and they're redoing the building, and so part of that space will be for us, and part of that space will be for like the foodies group and the rock shop, and then like an event center. So it's supposed to open in like the fall of this coming year, so hopefully this will be our last year like out in the trailer, but that's where we are for right now.
That'll be so nice for you guys to have. And what will your like room look like? Are you guys gonna have any fun?
I personally don't know a ton. I do know that we'll have like kitchen stuff in there, and we'll have more bathrooms because right now we have one, in the trailer and stuff. And so we'll be able to do like cooking things and stuff like that. And then in terms of how the room's gonna be set up, I'm not super sure, but yeah,
I remember in like high school their classes would do like cooking on different days, like maybe it was like Fridays and stuff. Do you guys do that? Do you cook in your room? And
we do. It's not on like a regular basis, I would say, but we do it for just like different tasks. Sometimes, if we have a student who really loves to bake, so sometimes when he's practicing for like getting a job at a bakery, like he'll bake stuff there. Or if we do like events for holidays, like for Thanksgiving we all did like a Friendsgiving with our class, and so everyone got to kind of like make different little things for it, and then we got to like sit down and kind of do the whole like serving and stuff like that. So we do cook there sometimes, but and then everyone makes their own lunches there. We go shopping every Monday, and they like meal plan their lunches and what they're gonna like cook, and everyone has their like own stuff in the fridge and stuff, so that's really fun too.
What do you like to make for your lunches?
Like a Korean dumpling.
You like to make Korean dumplings? Can you buy those at the store?
Yeah, and then the kimchi.
Oh.
My mom loves kimchi.
Really?
Yes.
Do you like it?
I've never tried it.
Isn't that really spicy?
It's a fermented vegetable.
Okay.
That's
so
like
cool.
A very pungent flavor, but I don't know if it's
not spicy.
Yeah.
I've never tried it. My grandpa eats it every day, and I haven't gotten the courage to try it yet.
Yeah, John really likes it.
You like it? Do you enjoy grocery shopping?
Yeah, I enjoy.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do it outside of Shamrock Connections, or is Shamrock Connections the only place you grocery shop? Like, do you grocery shop with your family?
Yeah, and on Shamrock Connection too.
And Shamrock Connections? Yeah. How did you get into like the whole job coach world, and what made you interested in that?
Yeah, so back when I was 18, I was working at the movie theater, and we had a girl who got a job there with a job coach. And I was like, what is this? You need to tell me all about this, And she was like, I'll give you my manager's number. So I met with them, and I didn't know anything. I was never part of like Best Buddies in high school. My high school didn't have that, or like anything in that realm. And so I just was like, sounds good to me. And so I just kind of like dove right in, and I did it for quite a few years in Utah, and became like the assistant manager of the company, and got to do a lot of that. And so I don't know, met a girl and decided that's where I was supposed to be. Yeah,
that's so cool. I didn't really know much about like that world before you guys started coming here. Like, Carmen, did you ever know that there was like opportunities for people outside of high school and like job coaches and all of that?
We had Best Buddies at our school, and like I tried to get involved, but they would like limit it to an amount of people, so they would have you like fill out this paper, almost like a job application kind of, and they would pick out people based on like skills or whatever. So I didn't get in, but it's okay. Listening to like what it is now though makes me really want to do it in the future. It sounds so fun being able to like give other people those opportunities, like the opportunities that they probably wouldn't be able to have if they didn't have the job coaches. And yeah, that just sounds really fun.
Yeah.
If you were to like pitch Shamrock Connections, whether it's to a business that's going to partner with you, or to like someone who's thinking of being a job coach or being like a staff member there, what would you say? Like, what's your pitch?
Well, I guess it's kind of different for like a business than I would for like a job coach, because it's like, like for a job coach, would be like you get to like every day is different. There's no, you're at like several different businesses. One day you're working at Goodwill, one day you're at, you're cooking in a kitchen or doing stuff like that, and just it's so rewarding to teach new skills that like maybe wouldn't have been learned otherwise. And it's really fun to like watch them reach their goals and get paid employment by the time they leave with us is the goal sometimes for some of them, and then watch them like further their independence and slowly be able to be more independent at work and not need you as much. It's very fun that way. In terms of like to a business, it's like, I mean, it's volunteer, so you don't have to pay us, and like, it's really fun to like get to know our students and our interns and like their different personalities and things like that. And then just saying that like, well, they have job coaches with them, so you don't actually have to do a lot of training. They get help that way too. So
yeah, I think it's so fun. Like, I love Mondays and Wednesdays, knowing that you guys are going to come walking in, and it's just fun to see you and get to know all of your interns, and you guys all do like a great job cleaning. Like, it's actually so impressive. When we walk downstairs, like before Monday afternoons, we're always like, it smells so good and fresh. They're so good. But how many of your interns right now currently have like a paid position somewhere? Do you know?
I think just 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
2 right now. We had a student who just he actually transitioned from his volunteer position at MCL to now he's being paid for that position at MCL, which is really exciting. That just happened this January.
Really?
So like, yeah. And then we have a girl who is a hostess at Westport Whiskey. So she goes there 3 days a week. And this is actually her last year with us, so we're kind of like phasing out. She's only with us 3 days a week, and then she goes to other programs and stuff for after.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
Do you guys like keep in contact with the people who leave your program, or try to, or is it really hard to?
I think it's hard to sometimes. I wasn't here last year, but I know that they like talk about some of the ones that did leave last year, and they like know that they're a bagger at this store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so sometimes that way, but no, there's not a lot of contact after they're done with us that way. And that for me is like a different transition, because when they're in the job coach world, it's just kind of like as long as they're, as long as they want to use your company, you're their job coach. So I'm like, what do you mean they leave? So
that's kind of hard, but it'd also be so fun to like show up to Kroger and one of your interns is your bagger, and you're like, oh my goodness, how have you been?
It's so fun.
What do you hope for in the future coming with Shamrock Connection? So like, for example, you guys moving from trailer to a building, do you think that'll help people know more about it and want to like be more involved? Like, what do you hope for?
Hopefully, and I think we're planning on having more students next year, and I don't really know in terms of what that will look like in like needing more coaches or teachers or what will happen with that, but I just hope that we can keep helping as many people and expand the program for as big as it's needed to, and create more partnerships with companies, because that's always super fun.
Yeah. What would be your dream job, John? Once you're done with Shamrock Connections and you're fully on your own, what's your dream job?
First, I'm work on Korean restaurant.
Okay.
And then after that, I was successful go to Korea.
Oh. You've never been?
I never been there before.
Yeah? That would be really cool.
What kind of job do you want once you get to Korea?
Like work at kimchi factory.
Work at a kimchi
Yeah, that
factory.
sounds perfect for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast, and we
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
for
all
having
of the help and the time you put into being here and making it look great for our students, and also just all the work you do in the community. It's really cool, and we're glad to be able to be partners with you guys. So hopefully the people watching can be like, oh, this sounds really cool. We'd like to partner up. But we always do a toast. So is there anything either of you would like to toast to before we close this episode out.
What do you want to toast to?
I don't know. I think that's all.
Maybe new building,
Yeah.
new opportunities, new experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So you have a drink, you have a mug over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my water bottle. Okay. I mess this up almost every podcast, but we're really working on it. So if we ever have an event, do not ask me to do the toast. That's all I'm saying. But to new beginnings and new building and new students and all the new future things. Okay? Cheers.
Cheers.
Carmen will air cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
That's a wrap.
Cheers.
See you.